USA Network. I am finishing up my dinner, so I do apologize about that. But what else is new, right? What kind of watch along is it if Xander is not in the middle of finishing dinner, right? Because well, I got home. I didn't get home till 5 o'clock because I was working an hour away. But yeah, we're live. I don't know if anyone's even in the chat yet, but excited about tonight. One of the final SmackDowns before we're doing these until 11 o'clock every Friday. This you got to finish SmackDown. Well, I'm gonna be doing the SmackDown win losses tonight too. So all right, time for Friday Night SmackDown. And I gotta say, what a nice change it is to turn on the TV on a Friday, go to the channel SmackDown's gonna air on, and it be on USA where I just have to watch the last couple minutes of SVU or Chicago Fire or whatever that was I was watching there. Law and Order, something or other. Whatever one Ice Cube is on. I'd rather watch the last 5 minutes of that than have to tune into Fox News for 5 minutes. I feel like my brain melts every time I do that. Hey, Bear. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm a little tired. Been a bit of a long day. Had to be at work by 6:30 and it was over an hour away almost. Can you please not say anything out loud on the Spears Ilya? I mean, I'll do my best to remember that, Zach. You gotta keep in mind I have a million and one things going on. Which, as I stated right as I was starting the stream, I got one piece of pizza left. So everyone just give me a minute. I'm gonna finish that up. For those wondering, it is a deep, or not deep dish, it is a pan pizza from Domino's with pepperoni and onion. Because I had a coupon to get that for $10. Two topping medium pan pizza for $10, which you can't beat. Especially because I really like Domino's. So all right, Zach, have fun. Newark large or the extra large New York thin from Papa John's for 13. That's not bad. My issue there is I don't like thin crust pizza. I want my crust to have some weight to it. Oh man, but yeah, been a pretty hectic week. Getting like fully back into the swing of things as a substitute. Been an interesting time. Gee, I wonder why these guys walking in with full metal belts are setting off the metal detectors. Oh my goodness, Jacob Fatu. With the bread overcomes everything else. Thin crust allows for an even balance of ingredients. I like the bread to overpower stuff sometimes. Don't mess with the small world. Yeah, apparently. Oh, but you know, welcome to the stream a bit making dinner right now. We'll figure that out. It'll be interesting to figure out how to do that. We'll see if I can make it work, Ray. We'll figure it out. Did they remix LA Knight's theme again, or is this just what it is? I Has it just been this way for a while? I think it has been this way for a while, actually. Yeah, I think it's been this way for a while. Never mind. So I noticed this today. AEW took the win-loss records off their website. Like when you go onto the roster page, nobody has win-losses anymore, which is kind of crazy to think that like they don't do that anymore. I guess Andrade's entrance video is certainly something. Oh yeah, there's no way Mello doesn't get involved in this. So apparently GCW has removed Zilla Fatu from all future events because they have reached an impasse, which does not sound good for Zilla. Heard that he can sometimes be a problem to deal like a behavior issue. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. My optimistic hope is that my optimistic hope, my blissful optimism is that he's getting signed somewhere, and they don't want him competing at GCW. I don't actually think that's the case, though. Like SmackDown's match graphics. Oh yeah, they're nice. Shame that the logo says SmackDown though. All right, let's see. What did Ray do tonight? Start with the GM Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Contract signing.
Champions, this is over.
Who went through the table?
Punk goes for the dirt.
Gunther put him through the table.
To go through that table.
And Jonathan Gresham showed up. He fought Santos Escobar. And Gresham got the dub. Nice.
Defeat Santos.
What else? Indy and Candace are here. They fought the Unholy Union.
And no more backstabbing.
Oh, the Unholy Union with the win. Nice. Thank you, Daryl. Well, different network, still political ads. Again, doesn't matter what side of the aisle I'm on politically. I'm just tired. Xander, what are your thoughts on SmackDown 3 hours? Oh yeah, you weren't here for that one yesterday, Pierre. My thoughts on SmackDown going to 3 hours are simply. Did I answer your question? Really, that should answer people's questions. Like, we've lost viewers because of that. Beyond Balor promo, Ilya. It will be perfect again for about a month. We go back to just 2-hour shows a week. It's like they realized Raw is going to 2 hours, while SmackDown's going 3. That's exactly what it is. It's Dragunov with Spears. Yeah, that checks out. Had a feeling I knew who was winning that one. Ilya. Ilya's really making a comeback this season with all of his wins. Okay, well, it's happening on SmackDown. We got new catch jumped in the Performance Center, it looks like.
Of his career. Jay entire has been through all of this.
All right, Jay, Drew, and Sammy. Oh, against the D'Angelo family. Neat. That's fun.
Sami Zayn takes out Stacks.
Ray doing a six-man tag is the wildest thing about that. Because, like, for those that don't know, Ray despises playing six-man tag matches and stuff in 2K games. I think 2K24 was a vast improvement on it, though. They can be sometimes. If they're played right, they can be fun. But it really depends on the AI to cooperate for them to be fun. That's the big thing. Yeah. Yeah, that is a slight issue, Ray. You're right. So, Xander, if Daniel Garcia does go to NXT, him and No Quarter Catch Crew or him solo, I'm fine with either. Oh, that's a great shout. I didn't even think about him being in No Quarter Catch Crew. I think I want to see him go on his own. Or, 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 or Daniel Garcia joins the U! Chase U for Daniel Garcia. Or the week I start pushing him. Yeah. Sorry about that, Ray. Tony Khan could throw him a ridiculous amount of money. Do not put it past Tony Khan. Do not put it past Tony Khan to throw Daniel Garcia upwards of high six figures just so WWE doesn't get him.
Control your severe asthma possible. Tespire says you can. Tespire is an oral treatment for people 12 and over that treats your type of severe asthma to help prevent attacks and breathe better.
Oh, fairness, that stuff's happened to me plenty. I brought Eric Bugenhagen, formerly Rick Boogs, into TNA, only for just a few days later him to announce that he's probably retired. Also, shout out to the random ass, probably bot account that's just commenting random, like, celebrity and wrestler names on our videos lately. The Jibbers have left, Miro requested his release, the Starks may follow at some point. Yeah, I figured people were gonna want me to talk about Miro tonight. I was kind of waiting for Zach to get back because I feel like I enjoy Zach being in the chat, but I know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna talk about it without him here, and then in like 30 minutes when he gets done watching SmackDown, he'll come back and be like, "Did you hear about Miro?" Because it happens with him, it happens with Pierre, and it happens with JT. Like the regulars are who it mainly happens with. Where it's like I talk about someone extensively for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then someone pops in and is like, "Hey, Xander, did you hear about this?" Speaking of JT. But I will go to bed. I'm a grown man, and I'm off work tomorrow. I'll go to bed when I feel like it. I pay my bills. I pay my taxes. I'll go to bed when I want to, JT. It very much does happen to you, JT. Also, I just realized some nice symbolism of me wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirt, and I was eating pizza at the start of the stream. Kind of funny how that works out. Why would you hear about Mir? I'm just kidding. In your defense, I'm not here, so this is really the first time. Yes, and that is fair, Pierre. That is 100% fair. Pierre, I did almost call you out in the Discord this morning, by the way. Right? So for reference, I get to work at 7:15. I'm 15 minutes early. I get clocked in and everything. They're like, "Oh, you actually have planning first period today. So if you want to, you can just go hang out in the teacher workroom." That is the first time in now on and off 2 years of subbing. Like 2 years as substitute teacher, that is the first time they've ever let me in a teacher workroom, which is just insanity to say out loud when you really think about it. And so I go and hang out in there for like the 2 hours that my planning period is, and it's like 8 in the morning at this point, right? And I put the Miro thing in the Discord, and Pierre immediately responds to it, and I had a message typed out that said, "Pierre, it's 5:30 your time. What the fuck are you doing awake?" But I was like, I'm not gonna at my man in the Discord. I'll call him out on stream for it later tonight. Glad they're letting LA Knight and Andrade cook with this one. It's been a fun match so far. Why didn't I at you, JT? But why would I have added you to tell Pierre to go to bed? I wake at 5 a.m. all the time. I used to get up at 5 a.m. because back when I worked at Toys R Us, my shifts were 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And oh man, was it a lot of work to get up that early. Back then, I was 17, so it was a little easier for me. So schedules a massive point earlier than that at times. I get it. Yeah, I used to work at Toys R Us. Did you guys not know that? Have I genuinely never mentioned that? Like, real talk. Have I never mentioned that I used to work at Toys R Us? Yeah, I worked at Toys R Us when I was 17. Started when I was 16. Don't think I've brought this up. How did I survive? Wow. Okay, I did not know I'd never brought this up. Yeah. Ray can confirm. We were like this at the time. We were super close at the time. Before he and I stopped talking for a little while. Like, Ray was the person I was talking to when I was interviewing for the job and everything. When I turned 16, there was a Toys R Us in my hometown. Uh, Andrade and Knight managing to LA Knight botching that attempted springboard to the top a little bit. Andrade able to bring it back up. He had to regale us with his tales of Toys R Us. Oh man. Um, no Carmelo Hayes needed. LA Knight just gets the win. But yeah, no, I worked at Toys R Us. I worked there for 2 years almost 2 years to the day. Let's see if I can find. I've got pictures from way back when. Let's see if I got a good picture back then. It's the first time I had long hair too. Was back when I worked at Toys R Us. I don't seem to have many in my Google Drive, unfortunately. But yeah, when I turned 16, my dad was friends with one of the supervisors at the store, and he was able to pull some strings, get me the interview, get me the job. Which I mean, I'll admit I got it. I got a nepo job, but I gave it my all. I did actually put work into it. Obviously, like I took it seriously and everything, and then let's see, I think I've got a folder for it on my phone. I really don't have I don't have like the camera roll from working there that I used to. Let's see, I might have it on I might have it on Facebook. Give me a second. But yeah, I got the job, worked there, started in late August, early September 2016. Worked there for a while, made it through an entire Christmas season, which was it was pretty rough. I'll admit I got yelled at a lot, which was not fun. That was like it sucked getting yelled at all the time by people. Thing I heard most was like, "Do you have this?" I'm like, I don't know. Well, can you go find someone that does now? I was gonna say, if you'll give me a second, I'll be able to check and see. I just don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, will you go find someone that does know? Was the thing I heard most when I worked there. Um, don't tease Tenju and Naya and Tiffany already. There's like a tag title run that could be there. Unfortunately, I don't have the pictures. I thought I did from back then. Most I can show is like this image of me and one of the managers hugging on one of the last days. So there you go. Scrawny 17-year-old long-haired Xander is quite the sight to behold. I definitely got better pictures of it. I was kind of wiry for a little while there. Like, compared to how big I am now, I put on a lot of weight, clearly. And that's a pretty well-known thing at this point that I put on a lot of weight. Depression was a big part of it. But anyway, yeah, worked Toys R Us from around August 2016 until late June 2018 when the company went bankrupt. It had good times and it had bad times aplenty. A lot of bad times at that. Many, many bad times, even. Hold on. I've actually got a picture. Yeah. Get ready for scrawny 17-year-old Xander. This is insanity. There you go. That's how I looked at 17. I'm a completely different fucking person now, obviously. There we go. There's a little better. It's something, man. It is something. I wish I could be that small again. But unfortunately, my body gave me a metabolism for about 18 months and then went. My body made me fat all through high school. I graduated high school, was like, well, no. My body had no metabolism from the time I was born until like late 2016, right before I met Alex, when it was like, all right, we'll throw you a bone. We'll let you look really good. Like, dropped 60 pounds, went from 220 pounds to, yeah, I was down to 160 at one point. It was ridiculous. Like for like a week, I was 160, and I went back up, and I stopped around 185. And I was so happy with that. I was 185. I was scrawny. It was great. Um, and then like I turned 19, so I got 2.5 years of being in good shape, and my body went, all right, you had your time with your metabolism, time to get fat again. Anyways, Xander, if you could pick your own four pillars of AEW, who would I pick? Jamie Hayter, Daniel Garcia, Hook, and there's gotta be one more. Hook, Danny Garcia, Jamie Hayter, and Anna Jay. Two men, two women. There you go. And yes, I'm aware one of those things is not like the other with Anna Jay. I said what I said, though. I like what I like. I know there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I know there's nothing wrong with it. I do not like the choice of theme song for SmackDown. Perhaps I am old man yelling at clouds, but I also just don't really care for Megan Thee Stallion's music. It's just not my thing. That's fine. I did not expect Mello to hit him with the just put the fries in the bag, bro. Oh, Mello is getting whooped for that one. Andrade's wet ass hair all over the camera. Hey, Brandon. Yep, it will never be over, apparently. I just have a few things to finish the open challenge in the main event. All right, well, welcome back, Zach. But yeah, just because I said I would talk about it later. So I'm sure a lot of people want me to talk about the Miro in the room. Is Miro in the room with us? I don't know. He's a larger man. I feel like I would see him if he was. And you guys can see the entire room, more or less. But anyways, yeah, no, in the case of Miro, um, oh, is this? Hold on, are we getting the face-to-face now, or is this a commercial? Oh, no, this is the face-to-face, so I'll get on the my Miro thing in a minute. Because I want to see this. Roman would have like an entire presidential security detail, wouldn't he? Kind of cool that they did this at the Georgia Tech Stadium. Meanwhile, Cody, an intellectual, rolling up in his own car. All right, here we go. Face to face.
You put your eyes on you. Years ago, shed blood, sweat, and tears on this field. Many times. So that means this is my field.
Stadium. You know what's on the other side of the stadium? Right over there. It's Studios. Down the street. Center stage. Just that away.
Love center
What
stage.
we used to call the State Farm Arena. Multiple generations in my family have for the city and in the city. You played football here. Thank you. And then you went back to the beach. This is your field. But this is my home.
That's very good. This is your home. Why don't we just cut to the chase? enough of the history lesson. Why don't we get down to it? You signed yourself into a lose-lose situation. You have, you're dealing with a whole situation with people who have nothing. Take me, for example. They took Jimmy from me. They took my wife's man. They took
Oh, ho, ho.
There's no weight on my neck. It's all yours.
You're telling me this like I'm supposed to be surprised. I told you before WrestleMania, the first go round, that you would be standing here, just like you're standing here now, a chief without a tribe.
Just gonna chief without a drive, huh? Just gonna.
They took Jimmy. They took your
Just
wise
gonna,
man.
just get that.
They took the rule of Fama.
Yeah, chief without a tribe.
As I see that situation again, I will raise you another. Take a look around WWE. Take a good look. We already got a tribal chief. It's not you. We have a WWE champion. It's not you. So if you can't even beat your own bloodline, who's standing here right now, I'll tell you, it's not the biggest box office attraction in the history of WWE. It's not that guaranteed WrestleMania main eventer, no. It's the guy they used to call Roman Reigns.
Just tell me the truth.
Okay.
I want your word that you will have my back so I can have yours.
I give you my. I'll have you back. But just understand this. It's all done. I'll take it back.
Oh, ho, ho. Fucking cinema right there. And what a final line there. You're in my way. You're in my way in life. That was nuts. Byron, I don't think Kevin had any thoughts. That was good. Man, Cody Roman 3. I'm not 100% certain that's not going to be WrestleMania 41. Like, I know everyone's like, oh, but Roman Rock, oh, Cody and Rock, Cody and Rock. I'm not 100% certain Rock's going to come back. I'm not 100% certain Rock's coming back. Give me heel KO face Roman. I agree, Pierre. That'd be fun. I could see Punk winning the Rumble, challenging for the World Heavyweight title, and Roman and Cody main eventing Mania 41. One more time. I'm not saying it's what I want, but I am saying it's what I could see. I agree. I want to see a face-to-face like that with Seth and Roman as well. That'd be fantastic.
Is coming October 8th and 9th with exclusive savings just for Prime members. Don't feel like a big deal. Top deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Day, October 8th and 9th.
Do you think you have what it takes to make like it never even happened happen? Then you belong at the #1 brand of property restoration. Woo!
I 100% agree with you on that one. Drew Cody, that could be fun. I mean, you know, royalties and all, but
Popeyes crispy, juicy, tender, signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces of the chicken you crave for just $5. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeye. It makes me so mad that billionaires pay less in taxes than I do, and Trump wants to give them even more grace.
I don't care what side. I'm so tired of politics. I hate politics so much. At this point, I'm just kind of like secretly working in the background of the website here.
Kevin Owens is still deep in thought. Byron Saxon has been trying to get a word from him about his thoughts on Cody and Roman teaming together 2 weeks from tomorrow at Bad Blood. Those two men with Kevin Owens. Meanwhile, Apollo Crews
Oh boy, Apollo Crews is here.
is excited.
Oh, it's Vinny Vici is back. Giovanni Vinci is back. Oh yeah, imagine. Imagine if they had done a Cena and Punk one like that forever ago.
Debut against Apollo Crews, but didn't quite go the way he wanted it to. I would like to draw everybody's attention to this pencil neck official in the middle of the ring, who I think has something against Giovanni Vinci, because this guy went into business for himself, rang the bell before Giovanni was even halfway out of this $1,000 ring attire. Embarrassed Giovanni Vinci on the global stage.
I agree with Corey. Vinci didn't even have time to get his entrance gear off, and the ref rang the bell. That's just poor officiating.
So we act like it doesn't take Roman Reigns 11 minutes to walk in the ring. Cody Rhodes can take 14 minutes to take his jacket off, but for some reason, Giovanni Vinci, a man who had custom-made head-to-toe gear, was disrespected by that official. Thankfully, put back to NXT. We don't have to deal with him. Well, the official in this matchup was Ryan Tran as he tries to pull Vinci away from Apollo Crews, who's
Well, yeah, no, like I agree. I agree with Corey on this one. Let Corey cook.
best general manager we've ever had. Apollo sent into the corner. Here comes Vinci. Locks Apollo.
Apparently Nick Aldis just fined Corey for speaking about the official that way. That's hilarious. Yep, Gio is ready this time. Vinny Vici is ready.
WWE to adapt to all situations and continues to punish Cruz. The official checking on Apollo. Vinci speaks more languages than you know words. Oh!
Jeez, just repeatedly throwing Cruz in the rope. That's unique offense. I've never seen something like that before.
He is about to bend in the wrong direction after these repeated slams into the ropes. And look at the power of Vinci.
No. Not again!
Apollo Crews with another huge win here tonight, once again humiliating Giovanni Vinci. Too much for ushering in a new era. Look, Vinci's had about enough of this humiliation.
Not again.
Talk about a sore loser. He got beat fair and square. And now Vinci, look at him. He's like, it is changing in the eyes.
All right, hold on, everybody. All right, hold up, everybody. We're gonna try something here. So I need to do this. Then that. Okay. Give me just a second. Hold on. People can kind of see me now down here.
Hi.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can the people?
They will be able to in a second.
Can all the beautiful people out there in the dark hear me?
They'll be able to in a second. I'm just getting us resized correctly. And then...
I'm going for a
that.
resize.
And then I do... that. There, okay. Ray's here now.
Hey.
Hey.
Thought you guys might appreciate my presence.
Shit. Hold on.
Huh?
I gotta make sure it's sized right so that I can actually do shit. Oh, right, now I remember what it is. I remember what it is now. Because I have to have Discord sized the right way and have. There we go. I got it now. I remember what it is now. I have to have my web browser not in full screen mode. Otherwise, it just kind of tabs out the video call and people just see a black screen instead of us talking.
I gotcha. Okay.
Because right now I'm just kind of working on the back end of the website. Essentially, I'm getting I'm going ahead and just getting everyone I know is going to be part of LAW, everyone I know is going to be part of Maple Leaf, everyone I know is going to be part of Redacted, put onto those rosters secretly.
Mm.
That way I can just click a button and it'll enable them all to appear on the site as soon as Maple Leaf's first episode airs next week.
Mm.
Zach is complimenting your episode of SmackDown, by the way.
What's he say?
He just says, "What a SmackDown."
Oh, thank you. I thought you said like you were giving a compliment. I was like, people specific. I was like,
No, he just said, "What a SmackDown." Why can I mirror my video somehow?
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No.
Let me see if I can figure this out real quick.
It's unlimited premium
Might
wireless.
be in
Honestly, when I
listen
started,
video,
how are there still people paying 2 or 3
video
times?
settings.
Still $15 a month, so whatever.
so you say you use Mint Mobile, right?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
How's that work for you?
Pretty good actually.
You'd recommend Mint Mobile to people?
I think I would.
I wish I had a good Ryan Reynolds impersonation. That way I go, all right, thanks for the free ad. Like, just like,
Oh, nice. I can
don't
add.
be.
Cool.
Yeah, you can do backgrounds on Discord.
I didn't know that. I hardly ever use Discord for this.
Well,
kind of
here's
stuff.
the thing. If you pay for like the subscription service, you can do like your own custom background.
Yeah, I did know that. I don't have a reason to pay for Discord Nitro.
Yeah. I mean, we just canceled the StreamYard subscription.
Versace Eros Energy, the new fragrance for men.
So one of something I found out that was funny.
What's up?
So you know how you used to be able, what we're doing right now on YouTube, which is essentially a video call, like, and streaming it.
Yeah.
You used to be able to do that on YouTube just through Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
And it was just free for everybody. Turns out Google bought a stake in StreamYard a few years ago when they suspended that function from Google Hangouts.
Yeah, that sounds like Google.
Yep.
It's the reason we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Oh, just an inconvenience service. Well, wait, you haven't commoditized it? What the fuck are you doing?
JT
It's
said
like,
all caps redacted. You're bringing MLW to LS11? No, it's redacted because we're not I'm not specifically I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, and I say I'm not because Ray is better at keeping secrets than I am. I think we all know I would have.
I don't talk to anybody.
Ray doesn't talk to anybody. That's what it is. Actually, hold on. I just realized I might actually. What if I did this? Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oh no.
Also, Xander is much more organized and planned out than me, but that has the consequence of him knowing what he's going to do in the future a lot more often than I do.
That is true. Okay. So I can flip it where we're the right way around because my Ninja Turtle shirt shows Discord's mirroring our videos. I can flip it. I just need to remake our watch along thing if I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Question is, do I have a version of it? Yes, I do. I do have a two people version. Good, good. What I can do is I can do that. I can do that. This.
Obviously, Marvin asking me what's in the span of 10 minutes makes it pretty obvious, but I'm already aware that a lot of people are wondering what I think about this situation with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and what Cody.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, I really think Kevin Owens is going to be gone in a few months.
Yeah, it makes me sad that that is a very strong possibility.
I'm just like, okay. So the reason I think we're kind of seeing a shift in the rosters right now where there's a bunch of people who are in the last stage of their career who want to make a lot of money leaving to get the money from Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And then there's people who are young who got signed to AEW who are now leaving to go to WWE. So, because now WWE's gotten a lot better. So,
What's Cody agreeing to team?
There you go.
You know, I gotta be honest.
Oh boy, they've given Tama Tonga a mic. This is actually the first time I've ever heard Tama Tonga speak. I'm gonna be honest with you.
it was not a bad promo. I mean, I have a feeling he's going to SmackDown or to Raw, rather.
Do what?
I have a feeling the eventual plan is to get the gorillas on Raw, where they can be their full uncensored gorillas.
Well, apparently Raw is gonna stay PG when it goes to Netflix.
That's what they say. But we're not even really PG now anymore.
Yeah. Also, JT is calling me out for being so blatantly false about the Ryback situation in LAW as his reasoning for why he thinks MLW is the secret third indie.
Oh, don't you mean the Ryback situation?
True. Oh, hold on now. Gargano and Ciampa showing up in a Kevin Owens segment? I mean, I'm just saying. Hold on, fuck it, I gotta just do this.
We all know how this is gonna end, so why don't you just get up here and let me punch in your stupid face?
I just gotta, You could tell me when you're gonna do these things, Dad. I bet you it's time for a 6-man tag team match, player.
Like, literally, don't get me wrong. Like, it's because they don't play very well on WWE 2K that I don't do a lot of 6-man tag team matches.
Uh-huh.
Literally, my main issue with like the idea of doing a trios division is how hard 6-man tags can get.
Yeah. That's why if
But-
we ever do it, I'm gonna be the one doing it. Like, I'm not gonna make you do it.
Okay, so, but functionally, I get why they happen so often in wrestling.
Oh yeah, it gets a lot of people on the show.
Well, it gets a lot of people on the show in a match where no one really has to work too hard, because you
Yeah.
can just do a third of the work you usually do.
Yeah, that's true. But yes, the Ryback situation, by the way, just to bring that full circle. Yes, yes, call life. I do apologize, anyone. The stream lags for a second. Ray, I will DM you what I'm downloading right now.
Oh, okay.
It's a very dumb thing. It has nothing to do with anything you will care about, but
Also,
it is something that will help me when I inevitably bring back ARW.
I'm gonna say something, and you can check me if you want. But you've been like coming to me like not wanting ideas, but you'll come to me with an idea and you'll be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?"
Yeah.
And I never like. Xander can tell you, like, very rarely will I tell him, like, if he messages me of an idea of his, very rarely will I say, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
Outright. I will often like change it or tweak it or say, "Hey, do this," or like maybe do this differently, or like, you know.
Yeah.
I think I've been on a hot streak lately of suggesting different things to you to do.
I agree. Sorry, Tiffany Stratton's coming to the ring. I'm on another planet right now, man. She's my hyperfixation right now.
I don't get the attraction.
And when I do, you'll be the person to get the opportunity.
Oh, really?
I get the Rhea. I get that. But
I just think Tiffany's very pretty. That's all.
Over, that.
Anyway, yeah, the new DLC is out. I need to help you update.
As I've said before, I rarely date white women, so hashtag Ray the Snow Bunny. Anyway,
Ray, just okay. If you have time after the stream, remind me and I'll help you update Tribute, because that should fix a lot of your issues you're having with the game. Because essentially the new update for Tribute will unlock all the DLC that you haven't been able to access and stuff. Because that's a big issue with why your stuff is crashing, is your game is trying to read stuff from the DLC, but the modded files from Tribute are not up to date with the DLC, so the files are going like, what's a Dragon Lee?
Oh yeah, that's what it's doing, because I there's a weird empty tag slot with just Bianca in it.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. So give me some time, just you and I, once I wrap up stream, and I will walk you through it. And I'm gonna walk you through it because I'm gonna make you share your screen with me while you do it. Not because I'm not confident in you, but because one wrong move and we lose fucking all day's work that I put into your into modding. Like if you accidentally do one step out of order, everything's gone, and I'll have to come to your house and redo it all over again.
Only on USA.
And I just can't do that.
Doesn't want you to be the fool.
JT says Tiffany is a muscly Barbie doll that can beat up Xander IRL. What's not to get? Never forget, last year or earlier this year on Universe Mode, Tiffany Stratton punched me in the dick because I told her she was going to have a match at the Royal Rumble against Mickie James.
Her face already looks like it's had work done, and she's in her fucking 20s. Anyway,
Huh?
Did you just say something about Tiffany?
What the fuck did you just say?
I said, I'm like, her face that already looks like she's had work done and she's in her 20s. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, it's... Ray, there's a reason we get the yellow dollar sign on these streams all the time.
Beth Phoenix. She has an excuse.
Ray, Ray, quit digging. We can't go down as I try to be like the one non-misogynistic white guy on YouTube.
Beneful knows a full life doesn't just happen.
There's a reason that anytime you and I are on stream together, we get the yellow dollar sign.
Choose joy. Choose Beneful.
Like,
Try a bite, just for small dogs.
Look, I wasn't judging her. Like, I'm not even saying she's unattractive, but I'm saying
all caps from JT. Unhinged Ray comments are back, baby. Fucking can't with you sometimes. Fucking can't with you sometimes.
Have I ever said something untrue?
Yeah. Many times, actually.
Name one.
Xander, I feel weird whenever people sing the song Prince Ali from Arabian Nights about Mustafa Ali because he's Egyptian.
Ingredient recipes.
Mustafa Ali's not Egyptian, Ray. Oh, did I do a racism? Got you there, didn't I?
Few times that I have.
Jackpot party for free. Coin bonus. Jackpot party. A party in
Hold on a second.
Name 2 times that I have done something like
Hold on
that.
a second time in a second. I just got a spinach wheezing over here. Oh my god.
Bianca Belair am always
Ooh.
gonna pull a foot, which is why I'm excited to
Oh my god.
You don't want to miss any of the books in action.
It's just the fact that you followed up with, oh, did I do a racism? When I said, Ali's not Egyptian, Ray.
California 549 WWE fans on hand.
Oh my god.
Capital City. So,
Oh, I've got another one for you where you were wrong. Everyone always, the joke used to be that Xander was Hogan and Ray was Macho Man, and still, somehow Xander came out of it looking better. No, I didn't. Macho Man's looking pretty good right now in comparison.
Congratulations. Second round knockout.
Okay, no. No. I actually just disagree with that statement. I think what's happened is, no, literally, because I have a respect for Macho Man,
Okay.
but like if you actually look into some of his life, into like the 80s and 90s, there's stuff I'm not going to say what he did because I might be the cause of his cancellation, and we need to use him for universe mode.
We can't use Hogan anymore, so we gotta have Savage.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to be the cause, but there is some stuff like
Pierre with the truest fucking line in LS11 history here.
what?
We've lost control of the stream, but was there ever really control to begin with?
Okay.
He's not.
Oh, look, Tiffany Strad, someone with clearly no work whatsoever. What a naturally defined woman. How very nice and advertiser-friendly we are currently, and not controversial at all. And I never have believed anybody to be falsely Egyptian. Anyway.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Ray, I can't with you, man. I fucking can't sometimes. And I feel like what gets the main LS11 Universe channel the yellow dollar signs all the time on these streams is you say unhinged shit, that doesn't catch the censors. I then go on a 5-minute ramble about how I effing can't over and over, and I drop the F-bomb about 17 times in 30 seconds, being like, I fucking can't, Ray. And that's what does it. It's that you make me laugh too much.
What can I say? I have a mind for comedy.
Someone around here
I
has
will
to.
say, like, I'm not trying to, I do think I'm pretty good at finding out what could be funny in a situation.
Yeah, you do.
Like, for example, you were texting me about an idea you had for an upcoming project, and I
Yes.
just sent you all these different ideas
Yes.
I had.
And thank you for not mentioning what the upcoming project is, because I have not announced it yet.
No, I know. That's why I'm not saying anything. But like, I started messaging you, and I was like, "Hey, like, pull from this, pull from this, pull
Yeah.
from like
I'm
this
excited
person
for it.
doing this different thing," and then like we'll have you freaking out here, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, next time I come over to your house,
I
which
think what I'm
probably
gonna
will be
get
in the
you,
next
like,
week.
we'll get you like a douchey trilby hat.
I know what I'm gonna wear for what we're
And
what
then
we're
like
working on.
no, I'm talking about for like the bits where we're depicting like this like obsessed version of you.
I was thinking of like the guy from Flex Tape 2, the flexing. I don't even know what he does. He just looks cool. I was thinking that outfit, like the little circular glasses, the beret, the scarf.
I was thinking like we make you look like I don't want to spoil too much of what it is, but like just like disheveled in a total hipster way where we like give you like the trilby hat and the big ass glasses
Yeah.
and like the douchebag scarf and the corduroy jacket.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same page there. And I am excited for people to see what we're talking about. It's gonna be another couple months before it's
make
ready.
characters together. Like we just go literally like one of the funnest like things we did was that whole thing with WrestleMania 8. Because
Yeah.
you and I literally just went to Goodwill and like walked around
Yeah,
and like
we
found
put
shit
together
that
Jacques
and
Maverick and
literally
Brady Baxter came together at Goodwill.
and just we just like stood there and literally like went through everything we could find that somewhat fit us. And
Yeah.
like was like, okay, like we'll do this, that, and this, and this, and this, and then like
Yeah.
yeah.
The only thing that was already pre-bought for Brady Baxter and Jacques Maverick were, well, one, our pants, obviously. And two, I bought you the jacket a few weeks prior.
Oh, yeah, you bought me that jacket.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that again?
Goodwill in our hometown.
Yeah, so still it was like
because we did Brady Baxter and Jacques Maverick before I moved to where I am now.
Yeah.
But like, let me see if I've got it still. I'll show people the Jacques Maverick jacket up close.
The jacket I have somewhere around here. I can't remember if I have it in the living room closet or my personal closet here.
The Jacques Maverick jacket should be in my closet, I think. Yes, it's right here. That's why I have one less hanger. Yeah, the Jacques Maverick outfit is actually all on one hanger. Like originally, Jacques Maverick was just gonna wear a red suit that I've had for years. But then Ray and I went to Goodwill, and we were getting all the stuff for Ray to be box office Brady Baxter. And
I had a red jacket, and we thought that'd be like too. We wanted each like to have contrast because like
yeah, and then like we find this jacket. Ray is the one that found it, I think.
Yeah, because I was like, what I was picturing in my head was like I know you don't know who this is, but Lance Russell.
Yeah.
Who was a famous commentator for Memphis wrestling for decades. And that's what I was like trying to put him together, and he always wore like different kind of suits like that. Like very much like, and I love him, but not like the Gene Okerlund like brand of ring announcer.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, so
yeah,
right.
I found that jacket, and then we just kind of came to this idea where it was like, all right, what contrast with blue? Yellow. Yellow is always contrast.
Hold on that. So here's what sold me on the jacket. The buttons are disco balls.
I did not notice that. I just like.
And then on the sleeves, American footballs.
I didn't notice that originally. I just.
And then Ray found What the fuck, JT?
What is that? Was it good or
Since
bad?
YT
JT,
ain't
what did you do?
monetizing this stream OR the last one
Hold on.
LMAO.
It's a good thing. No, it's a good thing. I just need to open up Streamlabs to see that properly. JT, are you good to do that? Like, are you actually, like, good to do that? I don't want to, like, take that if you're not okay.
How much did he donate?
$100.
That's nice.
And
Thank
says,
you,
since
JT.
YouTube ain't monetizing this stream or the last one. JT, dude, that's... Thank you. Like,
Thank you very
just...
much for the very generous donation.
JT, you just, like... like, just to be real for a minute. You just paid my car payment for the month.
Oh, cool.
Like, I was genuinely kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to pay my car payment this month. So, thank you. But, anyway, back to our silly little wrestling thing. Then Ray was like, you're going to need a vest, because I think you had a vest, right?
No, I wanted you to have a vest because I didn't have a vest.
Yeah, and so then Ray finds this beauty, because I'm a manager at the Premiere Movie Theater from Drake and Josh, apparently.
Well, I was looking for a vest, and it was black, and there was another blue one, and then there was a yellow one, and there was a red one. And so I said the yellow because it's the only color we don't already have.
Yeah. And yellow is my second favorite color behind purple, so.
Yeah. Well, my mind was going with you had the blue jacket. I had this like red jacket, and I had this white shirt underneath it that had like these blue and green stripes. And then no, they're blue and green. So I have to go look at the shirt. But then I had and then you had the jacket, and then I was like, okay, we need to get the other color in. So yellow and that kind of brought another little color, and then so
yeah, I'm gonna go throw this back in the closet. I can still hear you. So
yeah, it's we like making characters here, and I'm like we're making characters all the time now. So that's
yeah, it's the best. I love getting to make new stuff. Like everyone knows that. I mean, hey Josh, welcome to the stream. Oh JT, you're too kind, man. You're really too kind. Like I know we joke a lot, but you're too kind. But yeah, now I feel really bad about the fact that I got him. Now I feel really bad about who JT is wrestling on LAW this weekend.
JT, this weekend doesn't count. Next weekend, man, the push starts.
That's how it is. Yeah, you want a good push in LAW? $100. Come on. I'm joking. I'm fucking joking. I'm 100% joking, by the way.
Ray, next week, Ray and JT Ellis Living Grand Championship.
Oh my god. But anyways, but yeah, good to see you, Josh.
For the Grand Championship, $100.
That I actually would do. That I would actually do. If someone does $100, I'll give them a grand title match. Fuck it, why not? But anyway, oh really? That's cool. Josh says he's wearing the same shirt as me at the same time right now. That's cool. I got this at a thrift store a few months ago.
I feel like if you go back in the streams, I'm wearing a black shirt probably 60% of the time.
I mean, in all fairness, I'm usually either wearing my Muppets Crossing Abbey Road shirt or the Mario Kart shirt or the Dropkick Murphy shirt.
Well, I'm worried about that Muppet shirt.
That Muppet shirt is roughly 15, 16 years old at this point.
I know.
Like, you might remember, Ray, you saw my dad wear that shirt at one point.
Yeah.
That was his shirt first.
Yeah, so, like, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, what's going to happen when that shirt, like... starts really bright. It's already like pretty worn.
Oh, it's worn. You can see through it.
I'm like, I get concerned because I'm like, I can count the threads holding this thing together at this point.
Yeah.
I know Gregor loves that shirt.
Well, it's also because it's just the most so a lot of my shirts have like stuff printed on the front, so they're not comfortable to sleep in. And I am the special kind of autistic where I need to have a shirt on if I'm going to sleep. I can't sleep with a shirt without a shirt. And so I've got interesting finish there, I suppose. But anyway, yeah. So I have like 4 shirts I can sleep in nowadays, and it's the Doom is Near one that people can see is falling apart at the neckline. The Mario Kart one and the Muppets one. And then I've got a couple others that I just don't wear on stream.
Yeah. So my question is like, so I kind of see where you're coming from, but that's why like I have about 10 of these. Like I have so many just like plain one. For me, it's majority black, but you know, you could do like white or green or whatever you want to do.
What I need to do is just get some pajama shirts. Like just some nice like satin pajamas.
Just accept it. And you're like, Sander, you're a married man now. It's time you start wearing pajamas like the rest of humanity.
Alex genuinely has told me I need to just commit and get pajamas. And I'm like, I know I do.
I refuse.
I have like a few pairs of pajama pants, and that's it. And I wear them on stream sometimes. Like during the winter, you'll probably see me. You'll see me walking around with SpongeBob or Homer Simpson pajamas on at some point in the winter time. Because like I only own like 2 pairs of sweatpants at this point.
I will rarely ever wear sweatpants. Any form of sweatpants. I will wear jeans. I will wear shorts. I don't. Maybe it's just the fact I'm a bigger guy. I don't know. I just can't get into the sweatpants feeling.
Like in the winter, I wear sweatpants when I'm lounging around the house, and like,
Okay, I want you to be honest.
Okay.
How often are you on stream and you're not wearing pants?
I always have pants on because if I stand up to go out, the people here can confirm, like Pierre, JT, Zach, the normals can confirm. I never sit here from start to finish on a stream. I always get up at least once.
So when your set was like more restrictive, because I remember when your set was like just the wall.
Yeah.
Would you not wear pants?
I always wear pants. I don't like not being clothed.
Huh.
Also, Josh says having this deep of a conversation about shirts is genuinely hilarious. This is why Ray and I have to do shows together sometimes. Yeah, Pierre can confirm. I get up all the time. That's
the thing. Like you and I were talking about in the thing earlier.
That's why he's here. Is in case I get up.
Ready?
Pizza.
100% fresh on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomato.
I don't know, like you don't like thin crust at all. Like I'm not talking about like a cracker thing.
No, I do not like thin crust.
I'm talking about maybe like a crust like this thick. Not, you know, maybe a little bit like crispy, but not like a cracker kind of thing.
Definitely not crispy. I need soft crust pizza.
You don't like a little like crusty bottom, like a little bit like a crisp, like a
Nope.
Like a bite through and then it's soft.
Nope. I want to have to tear it apart with my teeth.
Huh.
Peter says the pizza crust debacle is too real. Yeah. We both have very different thoughts on pizza crust, and they're both incredibly white. Josh says he agrees with me on this one. Thank you, Josh. You know, I feel like it's kind of to a point now this is kind of back on the wrestling topic a little bit here. It's like there are certain people that have been on like the free agent page that we're never going to use again, and they're never going to appear in the retro series. That I should probably at this point just delete from the website because they've had 8 matches ever, and they were all in season 1.
Well, here's the thing.
22 million USDs. It's the 44,000 people.
Xander and I both look at the analytics, and like, we delete those things. Those videos that feature them maybe get 1 view a month.
Yeah, so like, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, Ray. Some of it was only featured in season 1, had 8 matches, and we never used again for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Has 10 times more vitamin B3 complex.
Whereas it's like, unfortunately, someone like Austin Aries, who I have feelings about nowadays,
Warrior Project
is unfortunately going to have to appear in like retro TNA.
services. I faced my PTSD.
No.
What was that?
I'm a veteran and father because of it. We help warriors get the expert care
No.
and support to thrive.
Just don't.
I got to be an athlete again.
Well, it's kind of a weird thing for me with that one, right? It's like, I don't want to,
Anything.
but at the same time, it's also like,
Warrior Project.
he has to exist somewhere in the timeline because he showed up in season 1 and he existed, and there was previous history of him existing as a wrestler. It wasn't like it was the first time he ever showed up in the world.
Blades of grass. Nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Well,
Well, the runabout is dead here in Blackford, Metro, California, the capital city of the Golden State. We're at the
here's the thing.
Center.
I understand like where you're coming from, where it feels like a blind spot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just don't feel. I just feel like people overall just wouldn't care that much.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's like this whole thing of like there's blank spots in like comics all the time, but it's like a lot of it's just like storylines or like ideas in comics that the readers just weren't into, so they return to it. There's like red herrings in TV shows they never came back to because people weren't into it, no one cared, so why go back to it? Like,
Yeah.
and I feel much the same about wrestling, where it's, you know, doesn't work, just don't do it anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Looks like it's time to take the trash out.
Yeah, I'm essentially just kind of cleaning up the free agent section with like, all right, well, this person is essentially being wiped off the face of the planet, and you're never going to see them again. So at this point, they might as well just not exist on the website anymore, bro. Like, sure, maybe you had 70 matches on the channel, but your only claim to fame was 30 seconds as hardcore champion, and I'm never using you again. Therefore, there's no point in you existing on my website.
nor probably is anyone, obviously.
I mean, in all fairness, there are some bigger names in our channel's history that have had that hardcore title and gone on to do other bigger things. LA Knight, for example.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, okay, the only one hiring Rowe is Court Bauer. And yeah, Court Bauer did successfully sue WWE, but outside of that, in the outer wrestling world, not just in WWE, in just everywhere in wrestling, Court Bauer is a joke. Like, he's an idiot. It's no. Like,
yeah. Yeah, like I've knocked the free agent section down to 82 people, which is a massive drop off because it was over like 130 a few weeks ago. But the indies are really helping to spread it out a little.
yeah, that, you know, I'm excited with some of the stuff out on the indies, and By the polls yesterday, I think a majority of our fans really liked the change for AEW this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, with the ramp camera. Anytime I do something like that, I'm like, just ask the fans to do a poll. People vote. People like voting for things.
That's true.
Like
Like
speaking.
people like I got multiple people saying how much they loved the how much they loved when we did Cyber Sunday.
No.
JT says, "Damn, how dare you two? Put some
What?
respect on Vince Russo's name."
Oh.
Because I was saying bro like that.
My favorite moment ever in the history of Vince Russo was at the I know you don't like it so much for me, but the roast of Jim Cornette.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him as a gift. The Midnight Express gave him a copy of Cornette's book. Gave him a copy of Russo's book.
Nice.
And Cornette starts laughing. He goes, "Oh my god! Now I have something to read while I take a shit and wipe my ass with afterwards."
Yeah. JT and Pierre both say they like the ramp cam. JT says it makes him think of the AEW Fight Forever game, but in a good way.
Yeah. I will never like this theme. Like, I know you say, like, over time you've grown to like it. Oh, okay, they're doing an attack angle. I'm a little behind you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, so you haven't seen what happens yet. All I will say is, yeah, because why do a fresh match of Kevin Owens and DIY against the Bloodline when you could just do Kevin Owens and the same people he's teamed up with against them in 6-man tags for 3 fucking months?
Because I think the whole idea is, like, I get the idea. It's and I appreciate it because I think it's like, I think Triple H is trying to do a very old school booking tactic, which is like, if you're the live crowd there, oh God, is this the 6-man?
Yep, looks like it.
I take back everything I was saying. That was before they ran in.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was so really perfect. You want to know what I think was going to happen? I thought Orton and Cody were about to run out, and that was going to be the main event. And I was like, yeah, this match happens a good bit, but I get why it happens. It happens a lot, but it's very old school booking mentality. Have the heels take out another tag team, have a tag team come in the same, it gives extra heat to the heels. And I was going on this whole rant justifying this thing, and then the Street Profits music hit, and I was like, never mind, strike any of that. Why? That was a bad,
Your Honor.
yeah. That was, I take back everything I was thinking right now. Because why?
Yup.
The Street Profits aren't any more over than DIY. At least Cody and Orton are more over. Like, so it makes sense. Like,
yeah. That's all I can even think to say is just, yeah. Oh, just while I'm thinking about it, just not to put pressure on you about like, oh, when is Night of Champions gonna be done? But just so I know, are you planning to have it out Saturday or Sunday?
depends on how far you're recording that. Let you know tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just try and let me know in the morning. That way I can get LAW uploaded and set up for Premiere.
Okay.
Clean enough for you?
I just thought about it while I was looking for something.
Yeah, for you guys who don't know, I'm very like to the wire with my recording because I live a very hectic life. So that's often when I'm recording it. Hopefully, sometime soon I can do a bulk session. That's something I've been trying to do for a few months.
Yeah,
maybe do
bulk
that.
sessions are great when you can do them, but I don't really, much like you, I don't have much of an opportunity to do them nowadays.
Literally, I'm literally stuck like most times doing an episode 2 days or a day before it's supposed to come out.
Yeah, that's how it's been for me as well. And like
Which in one way is a good thing because like you're able to really keep your mind fresh to who's over, who's not over, what fans want, what the fans don't want. You're able to write people out because we have been stuck before on a path for a considerable amount of time when we knew we were going to change because we had bulk record to a certain point and we could at that point just say, never mind, scrap all these episodes.
Yeah.
So we were stuck.
Yeah, we had plenty of those.
So like there's pluses and minuses to each of it where sometimes episodes come out late. To me that's fine. Sometimes but like at the same time you do want consistency. So like I don't know. The give and take of being a long-term YouTube platform. And like the thing is like to be real with y'all, like with the LS11 universe channel, because I know we're on the West Luigi channel right now. We're at a point with it where the growth hasn't stopped. It's slowed a good bit, but the growth hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, and I don't know if you want to get this real on the stream about it, but it's kind of like this thing where you're almost thinking, where's the inverse of what you think would happen? And like I think literally what happens is wrestling gets better, so people watch more wrestling and don't watch us as much.
Yeah.
Rather than the inverse, which is you think if wrestling was better, more people are watching it, therefore more people are watching us. And that's
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean you're absolutely right. And it sucks that's kind of the case. And it's like I see more and more bigger creators quitting. Like another one of the biggest names in universe modes, Valkyrie, quit a few weeks ago, and she's doing her own thing now. And she had such a unique way of doing universe as well. It sucks to see her just kind of quitting to essentially do her own kind of what if stuff, like what Murph's quit to do.
But I understand why they quit to do that because
yeah, I mean I do as well.
Because like to kind of like shoot for a second here. Like in universe, it's really cool and it's really satisfying because you can really build out a story, have this anticipation, have people get very invested in it. But at the same time, you attract more viewers when you have an episode that's just full of these moments. So like when you have a surprise or a twist happen 3 to 4 times in a video, rather than 3 to 4 times in a season. Like, it's just a much different structure that I think attracts more views.
Yeah, and it does.
It
does, and like I get it. I get why people are doing that kind of content. And I remember when Murph's first quit to do the what if stuff. It was crazy when it happened, and what pissed me off most was suddenly it went from, okay, the biggest guy doing Universe is done, let's go watch LS11, to, hey Xander, you should also quit Universe and do what he's doing.
And also, like, I'm debating if I actually want to talk about this or not.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm not going to name people, but it kind of feels like when it comes to a larger universe community, you and I are kind of ignored.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's always, like, I'll shoot right now. That's always kind of pissed me off.
Like it's like you and I like have never been taught to. It's like you and I are treated like we're not that big a deal. I'm like, we have nearly 5,000 subscribers.
Well, we're at
We
3,500
have
right now, but
yeah, we have like
oh no, 4,300. I don't know where I got
yeah,
35
like
from.
we have like no, we have like 4,300 subscribers. We have over 1 million total views. Like we're bigger than some of the other creators you're mentioning. Like with a bigger schedule. Like we
Yeah, and
upload
like
more regularly. We upload more regularly than any of them. Like
yeah, we've downsized a little bit in the last few months, but that was, to avoid completely quitting.
But still, like, here's the thing. Like, we've downsized. We're still making a video most days 5 times a week.
Yeah.
We're still producing content most times 5 days a week. We're still like I know that's like no, I'm not trying to justify, I'm not trying to say like I'm mad, like I'm not anything. I love doing those videos, I love doing that content. But at the same time, like I'm like, yeah, we've downsized, but we're still putting out more content than they do regularly.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, I think about it all the time. It's like, I don't mean any disrespect to the people that do this different kind of content, but it's like, that's never appealed to me. I don't want to sit down and write out one story that lasts for 6 months that I tell in a 5-minute video or in a 60-second short.
Yeah, that's one thing. I was more talking about the creators themselves, more acting like we don't exist. Meanwhile, talking about each other with a lot of regularity and having multiple comments all the time asking, why aren't you talking about Alice Sullivan Universe? Like, and them just being like, oh.
Yeah, I've talked about it like this before. It's always frustrating me because it always just kind of feels like, to me, and I know this isn't really the case, I don't think, but for me, it's just always felt like, no, Xander, no matter how hard you work, you'll never be one of the cool kids.
My mind doesn't work that way.
And I envy the fact that your mind doesn't work that way.
My mind works in, oh, like, I'm like, why are you talking about us? Why are you talking about us? I look at our content, I look at your content, I don't see much difference. I'm saying, and then so I sometimes my mind works in maybe somehow it's been a two boat situation. And in case you don't know what that is, that's like it's called well, two ships is what it's called. Two ships passing in the night. It can be two massive structures that are massively close to each other, but they're in the dark, so they're totally unaware.
Yeah.
My mind somehow works like where it's like, okay, maybe it's that, or maybe it's they're kind of envious because we make content more regularly than they do.
Maybe.
Watch that clip come back to bite me in the ass. Anyway,
Probably. And it's like, I've openly talked about it a lot lately, especially. We're not going to do this forever.
Yeah.
Like, we got stuff planned through the end of season 7, so you got us for at least another 18 months. At least another 18 months. Josh says you had to be one of the longest lasting universe modes going today, right? Yeah, I think we beat Brendan at this point. I think we've overtaken him in plays for longevity. Maybe not. No, not yet. We haven't overtaken Brendan plays yet. Gore and Perkins, I count Gore and Perkins as a universe mode. They're more of a silly universe mode, but they are a universe mode. But they do not keep the same consistent stories running year to year, as far as I'm aware. They do from game to game. Like, what I mean there is, like, everything they do on 2K24 is going to be canon to when they play 2K24. But then when 2K25 comes out, everything's like a hard reset. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. That could have been something that's changed in the last couple of years with them. but that's always how it's been since I've been watching them back in 2K14.
Yeah.
And I love their content. I don't watch it as much as I used to because, as Ray has said, I think, Ray, you've put it better than anyone, honestly. This is everything our life is about. Almost day to day revolves around this. So why, in the time we have, the little time we have to relax outside of this and our real jobs and our real families and our real lives, why do we want to spend it watching the thing that we do?
Yeah.
The only way this ends is in hell.
But at this point, we're coming up on 5 full years of the Always 11 universe, October 29th. Be year 5.
I do enjoy watching wrestling still, and there's some wrestling I do watch. But by no means do I still watch indie wrestling the way I used to.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with indie promotions. I don't keep up with TNA. I keep up with AEW as much as I have to book AEW. And I keep up with WWE because it's currently good. But like,
Yeah, it's like I keep up with WWE and I keep up with TNA because those are my 2 shows. Those are my 2 companies. I love TNA. I am excited. I am going to start doing the TNA retrospective, which I don't know if I've told you how I'm doing that, but
I know at one point you and I thought differently, but now that I'm kind of older, I'm not so naive towards wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were talking about like, oh, New Japan could come to America and it could be a challenger to WWE, we were talking out of our ass.
Oh yeah,
like
we were idiots.
Like I'm like, not only that, I'm like, New Japan. Okay, saying New Japan could come here and in a few years compete with American Pro Wrestling is like saying anime could come here and compete with Disney. It just won't happen. It might be bigger where it's from, but that's because it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It's not even a thing about objective quality versus not quality. It's literally a cultural difference.
It is.
Like, you and I were talking about how difficult it is for me to put New Japan because New Japan doesn't work the way American wrestling promotions work. Like Western wrestling promotions most times have a weekly show that builds to a bigger show, and the bigger show is where the conclusion to the angles that happen on the smaller shows conclude.
Yeah, yeah.
New Japan happens in a sequence of tournaments, and the tournaments have post-match press conferences on them. Yeah, well, not tournaments. Tours that sometimes feature tournaments. And in all these shows, they have post-show press conferences where they cut promos to build to the next matches. And then sometimes they have these shows where they talk to people who they're having a long-term feud with, building to a big match at a big show, such as Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion.
Yeah.
That would not get over in America.
No, it wouldn't.
So fun to watch. So great.
Yeah, it's kind of nice getting to clean up the free agent section a little bit. My kind of idea at this point is like, if we're never going to use them in the retro series, if we're never going to use them again, and they've had less than 10 matches, I'm just wiping them.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people on here where it's like, yeah, we'll probably end up seeing you again, even though, you know, that weird thing about you being a conspiracy theorist came out a few years ago. We'll probably see you as like a lower card guy on a retro show at some point.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, the man with the plan.
I mean, the only man to be WWE champion for 8 minutes.
Interim, technically. Josh asks, Ray, are you still into the current New Japan product?
Not currently. Because they're in a changing period with their booking. And also, as I said, I just have a lot less time to watch or be invested in wrestling. Yeah, I'm really invested in some other things as well. And like I said, SmackDown, that's my fun show.
Oh,
I actually have a
yeah.
lot of fun with
Dude,
SmackDown.
I can tell you're having the time of your life with SmackDown.
AEW is a bit of a chore right now because, like, the size of AEW is just ungodly. But you know, you make it work with that.
Yeah.
Bit of an inside scoop here. The Unholy Union was not supposed to come out today.
Oh, yeah, I know who it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Community Creations was giving you trouble, though, getting the people, right?
Yep.
Hopefully, me helping you by updating Meta should... Or not Meta. We don't really use that tool. But... really? Yes, Corey, I can, because I feel like I wasted 15 minutes.
I've not seen this finish yet. Let's watch. Okay, he's covering him. He pulls him out. Okay. Throws him into the stairs. All right. All right. Angelo comes in. There's Jacob. Okay. There's Montez. And he hits Jacob. Pose from Montez.
Yeah, at this point, the match has been thrown out.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I'm so tired of it, man.
No finish at all.
Bring it, fucking debut Hikuleo at this point. Do something. Freshen it up. Shit or get off the pot at this point.
Xander.
What?
Here's the thing. I don't even think Hikuleo,
No.
Lance Fatu.
Hikuleo's not going to fix anything.
I don't think anyone is going to fix anything. I don't think The Rock would really fix this at this point. I just think people outside of Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns are kind of over the bloodline.
Yeah.
They like Jey Uso because he says yeet. No one knows where Jimmy is.
Yeah, Jimmy's apparently ready for a return to DNA now, but you know, Rikishi's out here throwing a pissy fit online every week that his sons aren't the world champion.
Rikishi. This ain't a shoot, bro.
He's like, man, Jay's the most over guy in the company, and they just got him out here doing nothing.
Jay's one of the most over people in the company.
And then someone asked him, like, what do you think of the Jay and Rhea stuff? I was like, are they trying to get my son divorced?
Rikishi.
Rikishi. Everyone in the story is married.
I don't know, like, the thing I was actually thinking today. It's unfortunate that wrestling kayfabe got to the point where Okay, what the fuck is happening?
And
okay,
Ray,
they're gonna put Kevin through the announce table.
And
the
Ray, think about it.
Comes out.
Ray, think about it.
A parade of mid-carders for your main event.
But Ray, In just a few weeks, we get a whole nother hour of this.
Tonga, you. Okay.
Josh says that the Rhea and Jay stuff isn't good. I enjoy it. I've had fun with Rhea and Jay's stuff. I think it's been fun. It's made me laugh a little, at least.
Loa, you can't even stomp correctly.
Please. Please just do it at this point.
Please have someone come out.
Just... Hunter, just shit or get off the pot, man.
I'm a little behind you. I just saw the Cody run in. Oh my god, this is incredible. Run in after run in after run in after run in. And I ran so far away. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, are you going to do it, my sweet prince? Kevin, don't. He's your friend, Kevin. No, Kevin. Kevin, no. No, Kevin. Okay, Kevin.
Oh, okay, Kevin.
Kevin, why have we talked about you holding chairs behind your friend's back and glaring at them as if you intend to smack them with it?
Can't wait to see Kevin turn on Cody in 2029. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Do I get people's complaints? Yes. Do I also understand that people are impatient and sometimes you build up a turn? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like, I get it. I love Triple H. Everyone knows Triple H is like my favorite of all time. I make the he's my dad joke all the time. And that's just because right now Jack Black is kind of, a little cold in the world right now. A lot of the world is cold on Jack Black right now. So I just kind of have to right now I'm just kind of holding off on the Jack Black as my dad jokes for a little while. So Triple H is my dad is the joke right now. I love Triple H. I love 98% of his booking. The 2% I hate is how fucking long it takes.
Yeah, but at the same time.
Well, I don't mean how. Not everything. Not everything. Sometimes it does overstay the weight of the turn.
Yeah, but at the same time, WWE did have a habit over the last couple of years of never ever letting something simmer long enough, and always doing the turn too early. And
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that.
And I don't think Cody and Kevin has gotten to that point yet. Because
not.
how long has Kevin and Cody really been teasing that Kevin's going to turn on the thing? They've had one match.
Yeah.
And before that, they had one little thing.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So they've been doing it for a few months. Hogan and Macho Man teased them turning on each other for nearly a year before it happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you are right about that.
Yeah.
You're 100% right about that.
Reminds me of this. I know when I talk about 80s wrestling, it becomes almost like grandpa telling a story and offering butterscotch.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But there is footage of this of Ole Anderson, who was a heel for years and years, who turned face for like a year and a half in Georgia, teaming with his old rival Dusty Rhodes to take on the Assassins in a cage match. And the match starts at the beginning. Ole Anderson turns on Dusty
Mm-hmm.
and just beats the hell out of him. And just keeps going and going and going and going. And then you actually start seeing people try to climb in the cage. Like fans.
Yeah.
They're trying to climb inside. And then he starts having to knock him away as he's like trying to look. He's basically trying to murder Dusty Rhodes. And then like the police have to get involved. They get him out of there. And then Dusty Rhodes is just left screaming, Ole Anderson, it will never be over. Oh God, it will be over. We miss it, Dusty.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's probably a good point to wrap up the stream, so I can help you with the thing.
Sure, guys.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in with us, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. JT, thank you again. Genuinely, that was incredibly generous of you. Thanks, everyone that stopped by. Check out Ray's Night of Champions this weekend. Check out my return with LAW this weekend.